Finance is an area where large language model and generative AI are really getting into. Sometime back, I talked about FinGPT, and then FinGPT guys have built a Fin forecaster, which works really great for US markets. Some of us are trying to tune that up for India and, thinking of a project of doing that. So if you're interested, do jump in. But this is not a video about that. This is a video about the fact that there's a new family of GPT-4 level multimodal financial large language models, which is just crazy. Right out of the bat, it is crazy. Multimodal financial language model could just do a lot of things which traditional language models might not do because they purely operate in text. And if this goes out bigger, then really this could probably replace FinGPT conversations, and or people might just want to adapt this model. This video is a deep dive in the paper and we'll just explore some of the aspects of the paper. So if you enjoy paper and tech depth, this will be for you. However, if you are not somebody who wants to, get into tech, I would suggest you hop over and watch my other videos around strategies and building trading systems. And I've done a couple of past few videos around that topic. Let's get started. So it's called FinTral, a family of GPT-4 level multimodal financial large language models. And in the abstract, they have talked about that they are introducing a suite of a state of the art, a suite of state of the art multimodal language models. And they are fundamentally built it on Mistral 7B, and it has been tailored for financial analysis. FinTral integrates textual, numerical, tabular, and image data. And it's really important to note that tabular data and image data is usually not what's considered when you work with this. And then they have done domain specific pre-training, instruction fine tuning, and RLAIF training, which I have no clue what it is, by exploiting a large data set. So they have large data set that they have used and applied certain techniques. Uh, their FinTral model is trained with direct preference optimization, employing tools, advanced tools, and retrieval method, blah, blah, blah. Not really important. It outperforms GPT 3.5 in all tasks and surpasses GPT 4 in 5 out of 9 tasks, marking a significant advancement. So this is better than GPT 4 as per their claims. They are talking about certain areas which are named entity recognition, sentiment analysis, number understanding, text summarization, stock movement prediction, which is SMP, which is a great area, credit scoring, and firm disclosure, which is, and across these areas, they have given the comparisons for GPT-4. I'm really interested in SMP, stock market movement prediction. Nobody really does it. Everybody is in the same space, and understandably so, it's a very difficult area. Sentiment analysis, everybody would do good. What's NU? NU is number understanding. GPT-4 does better. This model is surprisingly not so great. So it probably does certain tasks better, but I don't see where it shines really in the form of numerical analysis and all that. To me, NU and SMP are the areas which are really critical from a trading perspective. The other areas are definitely important, but I don't see at least that being fed directly into anybody's trading cycles unless and until they are like institutional traders and all that. So we'll skip the introduction and go to some of the summary of this, which is the conclusion. Let's see where we end up. Yeah. So they are, let's see what they are doing. Key advancements, integrating textual, numerical, and visual data. I think multimodality is definitely their USP. The model effectively addresses challenges like financial hallucination, which is good. Hallucination is the problem in large language models where they effectively, would just spit out something, might not make sense to the context or anything for that matter. The achievements of FinTral hold a great potential for financial models of moderate size, like 7 billion. There are definitely limitations, advancement. They are highlighting limitations. This is tailored for finance, and understandably so it will not perform great for other domains. It's not generalizable, which is okay. I'm not interested in that. Handling of real-time data, well, designed for real-time analysis, the model predictive, it depends on the timelines, okay, which is understandable again. Maintenance and updating. There's an ethics statement which is not, I'm not gonna read it, and then there's tons of references. Let's go to some numbers and see how this is doing. So this is a very good model from the looks and likes of it. There are some other related works. I'm surprised they have not called out FinGPT. Let's search FinGPT. Yeah, they have talked about FinGPT here. Actually, they have talked about FinGPT in a lot of places, 8 instances for that matter. Internet of okay, cool. So this area is significantly growing, and I might want to get into doing somebody should do India specific stuff. I'm not sure. I'll probably, if I don't get good people, then I'll probably just ask it openly in the public domain. Let's go to up and did you close the search? Look at some process. So what have they done? They have pre-training data set. And this is interesting. They have taken Reddit, Yahoo Finance, FinHub, US SEC filings, C4, CNBC, done instruction tuning and defined certain downstream tasks, which are very good. Chart understanding is an interesting task. So I have not used this model. I'm just studying through this. And then here they are talking of pre-training data set, which is good. What else is useful? Let's see. What have they done for the visual instruction data set downstream evaluation? Okay, this is how they are prompting it, like you're in financial experts, and this is the kind of prompting I actually use. Fundamentally built on top of Mistral, we have already covered that. So these are the metrics which are interesting. We'll want to see the results. Yeah. So FinMA, Mistral, average, FinTral, DPO, FinTral. So they have compared it with different models across different tasks. I would have loved to see some great stuff happening in this area, but the accuracy is really 54 and pathetic for most of them. CES, which is credit scoring, somehow this is doing, some of these models are doing good, which is okay. So yeah, all in all, decent results comparatively. I wouldn't say it beats it significantly out of the park, but doing okay. Multimodal is probably where their focus has been, which is why they drifted a bit. They could have just stuck to improving certain limited areas, but God knows what the goal was. Then performance comparison to cloud. Again, this is very, very skewed. I don't know what they are saying about performance comparison to what. It does better compared to ChatGPT 3.5, which I get significantly better, but correct and satisfying, acceptable response from minor, irrelevant or invalid response. So GPT-4 is still really decent in some areas. So if FinTral, DPO, TR, more correct and satisfying. So okay, GPT-4 is still really good. All right, so all in all, this looks a very promising model from the chitter chatter and random stuff that I just talked. If you are interested in building your own large language model, then this could be a great starting point. FinGPT is another, or you could probably just take Mistral and learn from what they have done as a process and replicate that, make it country specific. And my guess would be that it would be more accurate, because right now the model is way too far and focused around it. So yeah, that's a very interesting exercise to see and do. Until then, talk to you next time, guys. Bye bye.